Hello and welcome. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. I'd like to thank our sponsors at Procyon Partners. Procyon, one of the top 50 fastest growing companies in the nation. They specialize in employee benefits, wealth management, and retirement planning. President Sean Rabinowitz, proud supporter of our podcast network and everything we do. Green Street Trust International, owned and operated by Rennell Jump and UConn legendary men's basketball player Jake Voskuhl. They specialize in tax plans for businesses large or small. They will save you money or get you a big fat return on your taxes. To schedule your free strategic tax planning session today, go to www.greenstreettrust.com. Pete Finch and the Finch Law Firm is located in Bridgeport, Connecticut. If you've suffered any type of personal injury, slip and fall, a car accident, your mother-in-law ran you over with her car, your wife got angry one night and decided to stab you, the Finch Firm is for you. Pete has won legal battles all across the state of Connecticut. He will go to war to get every dollar you deserve in compensation. You just have to remember, in a pinch, call Finch or go to his website, thefinchfirm.com. Dynamic Human Performance is owned and operated by UConn legendary running back Andre Dixon. He trains boys and girls of all ages, all sports. He has a boot camp program 7 days a week, 6 a.m. You want to get in shape, you go to Andre. He has an athletic development program where he trains boys and girls in the sport of their choice from the ground up, helps them reach their full potential, be the best they can possibly be. Andre has sent boys and girls to college on scholarship for all different types of sports. To work with the best, he has a 5,000 square foot state-of-the-art facility in Hartford, Connecticut. Go to www.dynamichumanperformance.com. All right, it is that time of the week again where we get to spend just an incredible amount of time learning from an amazing man. I am your host, the best podcast host in the universe, Steve Cully. But with me, as always, he is an accomplished author. He is a dynamic public speaker. He is a phenomenal minister. And he is a life insurance mastermind. Also, he is now a card-carrying member who is able to pull people's heads out of the sand and open their eyes to see reality one at a time. And that would be the man himself, Rob Hill.
Is that me? Can you hear?
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, that was you. That's okay. You're good now.
I don't know what that was.
Sometimes it can be your headphones if it gets near your microphone, but that's all. You're good.
Oh, okay. So let me.
You're good. You're good. Let me get this up. Let me get this up for you.
Hello and welcome to the World News. Today we will talk about an author who is inspiring readers worldwide with his self-help and personal development books. His name is Rob Hill. Rob Hill is recognized as one of the nation's leading experts on safe investment alternatives. He is an independent financial advisor who has been helping consumers with tax advantage investment alternatives for over the past 15 years. According to Rob, ignorance is the biggest problem when it comes to financial preparation. Rob has written several books like Are You Willing?, Start Over, and his latest book, Ask the Right Questions, Get the Right Answers, is a must-read for those who are planning for retirement and would like to retire with peace of mind, and security. It does not matter if you are 35 or 65. This book will help anyone who wants to be financially savvy. The reason why Rob's books are so famous and loved by readers is because his writing style is simple, to the point, and relative to the situations many people find themselves facing. Also, he offers some amazing life-transforming lectures. His books are available on Amazon, and for more details about Rob Hill's books and lecture series, please visit rhillenterprisesinc.com.
And yes, it does. Rob Hill joining us for In Focus. And we'll try to get your presentation up as well. So we got some feedback from last week, and I will try to get it to you. People asked, and I think it's mostly people from Illinois and Chicago, and they basically wanted your view. The words used were take the temperature. What are people in Chicago actually worried about when maybe they sit down and meet with you about retirement planning or estate planning?
The first things that really boggles my mind is the level of ignorance.
Oh, I know.
People have bought into our illustrious government telling them that they are in a consumer-driven economy and everything's going to be okay. The government's going to take care of you and all this kind of stuff, okay? And people have bought into that. Many people have abdicated their responsibility for retirement, and they just live for today. They want all the bells and whistles, all the shiny new objects and all that kind of stuff. And then when they get to this place called retirement, many of them are not going to be able to sit back and see, because a lot of people don't know what retirement is. What is retirement? Retirement is getting paid when you don't have to work.
Yeah, exactly.
That's having cash flow coming in. And
exactly.
The only reason that you can do that is if you have been preparing for that over your working years. Okay? We got this thing called Social Security, which is an oxymoron. Okay? But the defined benefit pensions are long gone. They're gone the way of the dinosaur. A lot of people don't realize that. They just keep working and working and working and working, and they're telling them, well, you got your 401k. 401k is a beautiful thing when it works.
It's like you said, it's a tool in your toolbox.
Yeah. And so what a lot of people miss the boat on is that it used to be a three-legged stool. You know, you had your pension, you got your Social Security, and you got that part that everybody's missing, and all that money you've been saving up over the years. Okay. But now that three-legged stool has turned into a four-legged stool. Okay. So you got the 401k, which has taken the place of the pension. It is a defined contribution plan as opposed to a defined benefit plan. There's a big difference there. Okay. Defined benefit plans, well, when your employer told you that you work here for 30 years and we're going to take care of you in your old age, I'm talking about the health insurance, and they're still going to put some money in your pocket and all that kind of stuff. That's gone away. A lot of people don't realize that they need to position themselves to take care of that in their latter years. Okay.
Wow. Okay. I didn't know
that. A lot of people and it's by design. Okay. Our government wants to get up there and tell you that they know better than we do.
And they want us to depend on them.
Definitely, the government thrives on dependence. Oh no, you know what? Let me rephrase that. The government that has transformed into what I call a parasite. Okay. And guess who the host is?
That's a good way to put it.
All these working individuals, because in previous presentations you heard me say this many times, man. Everything the government gives to the people, it must first take from the people, because government does not produce anything. Okay,
exactly.
That was prior to tariffs.
Yeah,
I mean this was after they eliminated the tariffs and brought in the income tax. These were liberal politicians way back at the turn of the century, in the 19th century, man. 1913, when they introduced the Federal Reserve and all that. This is where they eliminated the tariffs and started taxing the citizens. See,
so
there was no income tax before.
There were tariffs before,
and
that's how America, no income tax.
That's how America was moving. That's how the government was funded.
Wow, I didn't even know that.
This is why Donald Trump, when he brings it back, everybody looking like a deer in the headlights. But that's how we functioned. That's how we functioned, yes.
Oh my God, I didn't know. I had no idea.
And now, the way it is now, the way the economies of the world are now, those tariffs mean a massive flow of income. It's changed everything. Yes. I'm just got a bunch of yahoos running around talking about, well, Trump said this, Trump said he was going to lower gas prices, all this kind of stuff. Look, you cannot turn a cruise liner around on a dime. No, you definitely can't. Take a ship. I mean, there's going to take some things to, and then there are the headwinds known as the rhinos and the Democrats and all of that. We got to deal with all that. However, truth always finds a way. Okay. Are people, do you feel, when you meet with them, are they saving enough money, or do you feel that they may be saving enough, but they're not getting that money to work for them? Right. Well, number one is I don't live by feelings. Okay. I think my way through things. Correct. Okay. Because your feelings will lie to you. Your mind will lie to you. Yeah, you can't base on emotion. Right. So 100%. What a lot of people, they're saving their money to pay bills. Yeah, that's true. This right here is what you call living paycheck to paycheck. See, what a lot of people need to understand is this profound truth, and it is that a portion of all that you earn is yours to keep. Okay, which they don't understand. No, we want to have all the bells and whistles, all these nice things. You think about this, man. People only do things for one or two reasons. Okay? To experience pleasure or to avoid pain. That's it. And we are living in the time of the pleasure principle, brother. By far we are. Everybody wants to feel good. They do. They sure do. Yeah. And then when they get down the road and all of a sudden you start hearing those noises in the morning when you get up, and you can't get out there and chase down that dollar, then what's going to happen? You're going to become a dependent. Everyone lives for today. Nobody prepares for the future. No, it's not that nobody does. Well, few. I mean, 5% do. It's 5%. 5%. Oh my God. The rest of them are gonna die on the job, or charity, or living off their loved ones and all this kind of stuff. And we've got it now where the Generation Xers are living their own life. The millennials are living their own lives. They ain't got time to take care of their parents.
No, they don't. That's
So,
100% true.
they have you have to make the time for that. Okay, like I'm here with my right now. My mother-in-law. She passed. Not my mother-in-law. My stepmother. She passed back in March. Okay, and she was loving every minute we spent together, man, because I was hooking her up, man. We were having a good time. Yeah,
but that's what you're supposed to do.
Had her watching Underdog, and Tennessee Tuxedo, man. I mean, way back, Columbo, things like that, you know.
But in my mind, I mean, because my grandmother passed in April, I think it was, and you know, I went up. My mother, my aunts were up there every day. They all took care of her. But I just thought that's what you're supposed to do instead of throwing them in a nursing home.
That is what you're supposed to do. But our illustrious civilization has found a new way to dupe people out of money. I mean, you talk about living in a nursing home, man. You're talking.
Oh my God,
$5,000 a month on the low end.
I couldn't believe it.
Yes, and then you got our illustrious lawyers out there. You know, we got 6 times as many lawyers as we got doctors.
Of course we do.
And so what they do is they sit down every year and figure out who they're going to sue.
They do. I mean, you can sue someone for anything. That's what they do.
They're going after the nursing homes and all this kind of stuff, man. And they go after everybody. I mean, did you go to basic training at Fort Bragg, North Carolina? You know, I mean, you might be entitled to compensation. You know, yeah. But, were you driving a Ford Ranger in 2016? You might be entitled to compensation, right? You know, I mean,
no, that's really what the ads are.
Yeah, it's wild. I was explaining to my dad the other day that we do not live in a wellness society. We live in a sickness society. Okay,
by far.
They just want to treat your symptoms. They don't want to cure you, because if they cure you, they can't make no money off you.
No. I had this discussion, and it's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
how the companies are with that. This was asked, and I didn't really understand it, so I'm going to ask the question, and if it doesn't make sense, it's not for me. Illinois politics is being reshuffled. Durbin is gone. 5 House Democrats stepping aside. A wide open mayor's race with Giannalis, Mendoza, Quigley, and a dozen others. Does the bench get better or thinner?
Well,
I have no idea what that means, but
the bench.
I don't know what they're asking.
The bench is supposed to be there in case someone needs to be replaced. Like, you take any sports team, right? They got
right.
You know, they talk about, we got a deep bench, you know.
Yeah.
And they step up when something happens to one of the major players.
Correct. Okay? Right. I understand.
What we've got here in Illinois, man, this is a deep blue Democratic stronghold, man.
Yes, I know that.
And so all these people out there that they're supposed to be running for whatever and all that, I submit to you again, these people are not elected. They're
selected.
They are selected. I mean, the idea of voter fraud, it's just the tip of the iceberg. What you hear them talking about, man.
Oh,
you're talking. We got millions of illegal voters, millions of them.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Then you know what? when they use those electronics and all that kind of stuff, that just introduces a whole new level of corruption to it all. This is why we need to go back to paper ballots. Remember, I explained to you many times that
I agree with that.
the beauty
Genius.
of is simplicity. Paper
I,
ballots.
I've been saying that,
Yeah.
and people think I'm smart. But yeah, I agree with you. So I'm just asking, who are these people? Giannalis, Mendoza, and Quigley.
These are all people that were selected by the powers that be.
For the mayor?
They want, yes, for all of that.
Okay.
The whole kit and caboodle, man. Everything. What we need to do is we need to educate our population. But see, that's a hard thing to do, because education is something that you have got to want to do. I mean, you can't feed somebody who ain't hungry, right?
No, you can't. No.
You got to want this thing. Remember, like you heard me say this many times. You don't have to do nothing to be stupid.
That's right.
All you gotta do is sit there. Yeah. It will jump all over you.
I think I said that over the weekend. That just makes me laugh hysterically. You ain't got to do nothing to be stupid.
You don't have to do anything. It'll jump all over you.
Yeah.
You are going to have to seek after knowledge. Okay. And knowledge is not power.
Okay? No.
Applied knowledge is power.
Absolutely.
We got so many different sayings and all this kind of stuff. Like, have you ever heard this one? Misery loves company.
I sure have, yes.
Have you ever heard this one? Pigs don't know that pigs stink.
I don't think I've heard that one.
Well, that's what happens in the bastion of all these liberal knuckleheads.
Oh.
Excuse me. They don't know. They don't know that pigs stink.
Pigs don't,
because they're in the pit.
Because they're all there, right?
You got to get out of the pit. The only way you're gonna get out of the pit is you're gonna have to get knowledgeable. All right. And you talk about morality. I was explaining to a guy that was he's up there with me in age, and I said, man, look, we got so many people that are SOS. And he said, SOS? I said, yeah, SOS. He said, what's SOS? I said, stuck on stupid. Yeah. They letting everybody tell them all this kind of stuff. I mean, people walking around with these raggedy clothes on, with their head looking all jacked up. Somebody told them it looks good. I said, man, those are not your friends telling you that.
Not even close.
Not even close. I mean, they got you walking around looking like you've been thrown away. You know, they say don't judge a book by its cover, but we do.
I mean, yeah.
You walk into the room and you got earrings all over your eyes and your nose and your ears and tattoos all over your face and all this kind of stuff, man. And your pants hanging off you, and they got holes in your jeans and like. Wait a minute, hold on. Your hair is turquoise. What's going on with this?
You only get one chance to make a first impression.
That's it.
I know that.
That's it. And that is the truth. And you know, they say, well, you should never judge a book by its cover, but we do.
Yeah, we all do. Yes.
Yes.
I 100% agree.
I explained to everybody, man. I said, look, you need to elevate the view that you have of you.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And that does not happen enough. I didn't know this either. So federal immigration enforcement in Chicago has become a running confrontation with city and state officials. Where does that end? And
Well, see, that ends when these public servants stop following these lawless supposed leaders.
so this is true. I mean, there is,
yes, that's very true, and it's not just
and
here.
they clash.
It's not just here, brother.
No, I know that. I know that.
This is all across the nation, and mostly blue bastions. Okay.
Okay.
Because these people do not want to be taken out. But that's exactly what's happening.
Of course they don't. But I mean, I didn't know that they would have a confrontation with city and state officials. I figured they would work together with them.
Well, no, see, when you talk about city and state officials, you're thinking in terms of our republic. Okay.
Well,
yes.
yes.
We have socialists and communists and all this
We
kind
do.
of stuff in here. Okay, so this is why there's a war of ideas. Okay.
Oh, okay.
See, the founding fathers put it forth, man. And if you haven't read the Federalist Papers or anything like that, you probably need to take a look into those. All right. But freedom is reserved for knowledgeable and virtuous people. Okay. Every past empire that you can look at in the history of mankind were destroyed for one main reason, and that was immorality, brother.
Really?
Really, immorality. Yep.
That's insane.
They
That
want
is
you to
absolutely
keep
insane.
on it. Like you hear them talking all the time about tolerance. You know what I got to say about that? Accepting the unacceptable. And when you accept the unacceptable, you get comfortable with the uncomfortable. And then when somebody steps up to you and starts speaking truth, you think they're your enemy. Because then you want to go with well, if it feels good, do it. That's just dumb. That is just dumb. All right.
So several people asked this. The guy in Michigan who won the primary, that's a socialist, Ali something, whatever. He was selected. Selected. There were about 10 people that wanted your thoughts on that, because they said that they used the Mamdani playbook to get the guy in, to get selected.
Well, you know what the Mamdani playbook is, right? Cheat as much as you possibly can.
He pretty much did. Yeah.
Man, these people are not elected. These people are selected, brother. They are not elected.
And he won the primary, and he's a young guy.
He was given.
Yes. He's a young guy.
What's going on?
That scared me when I saw that, and it scared a lot of people.
That's exactly, and it's been happening for the past over 100 years, brother. Because the United States of America is the light on the hill, man. All right.
No,
Ronald Reagan, hey, he said it plain as day. Back in the 80s, he said, the loss of freedom is one generation away. One generation.
One generation?
One generation.
Oh my God.
And you look at where we're at now.
We're there.
Respect is at an all-time low.
Yeah.
You got men talking about their women and women talking about their men.
Oh.
All this kind of, I mean, it's just whacked. It is just whacked. This is what you call pure evil, brother. Just want to be here, and you saw the lawlessness of them opening the southern border and all this. See, what should have happened was each and every one of those quote unquote politicians they all should have been locked up. All the people that followed those bad orders, every one of them, from the border guards all the way up the line, every one of them should be in prison.
No, I totally agree. I think Fauci should be in prison.
If you take an oath to uphold the Constitution of the United States, my friend, and you violate that, it is called treason.
Treason.
Period. And every one of them. How are you gonna follow a law and you know it's wrong?
Yeah, it's disgusting.
You are not obligated to follow lawlessness. We are.
It's awful. It's martial law.
Every one of them, all of them, the whole bunch of politicians and city officials and all that were complicit in the Democrat, that this can be right, that this ship can be righted, man, is for the people to get knowledgeable.
They got to rise up. They got to get knowledgeable, and they got to take a stand.
That's it. But like I said earlier, you can't feed somebody who ain't hungry, man.
No.
People just sit back and they just let things just go on.
They let it happen. Yeah.
Our government is our responsibility. We are not their responsibility. They
work for us.
They do. A lot of people don't know that.
No. They think we're so lucky to have it.
And these people are walking around like they're elite. They're not. And the vast majority of them have not been elected, brother.
No. But I look at Chuck Schumer, 40 years. Yeah.
No, it's not happening. It is not possible.
So we had a discussion last night about something I didn't really understand called pork barreling. And it was explained to me that Congress or Senate, they'll say that, okay, I'll vote for your bill if you vote for my bill, and they trade votes, things like that. Is that really? Does that really happen?
Most definitely. See, what a lot of people don't understand.
Oh my God!
When they talk about compromise, listen to me. Your highest level of freedom is equal to your lowest level of compromise. Okay, like if you take a 5-gallon bucket and you measure up 2 inches from the bottom and you put a hole in that bucket and you fill that bucket up with water, eventually it's gonna go back down to that 2 inches. Okay.
Yeah.
And I don't care how much you keep filling it up.
It's
still gonna come right back down there to where that compromise is. And that is the way it is in life. See?
So they literally will trade votes on bills.
They calling it compromise when it's not actually compromise. Okay.
Yeah, it's not. It doesn't sound like it.
They are fooling everybody.
Yeah.
Okay.
They fooled me. I never heard of it until last night.
Yeah.
Someone asked about it. Pork barrel.
Even when they put these bills forward, you got a bill and it's 10 pages. How does it get to 1,100? Right?
Wow.
Think about these bills that they pass in Congress. You got 3 days to read 1,100 pages. Not even that anymore. They just want to push it through at the last minute. They introduced the bill. Well, yeah, it's gonna pass. And all this is why Donald Trump has put the kibosh on a lot of stuff, man. Our government has been riddled with corruption.
So this pork barreling, which I had just heard of last night, you're telling me this has gone on forever, and they've said it's like a compromise, and they won't even read the bill. They'll just sign it, and they make these back deal agreements of, okay, I'll vote for your bill, you vote for my bill. That's the trade-off.
Well, then you see another offshoot of that is putting the pork in the bill.
Okay.
You've heard about that, right?
No, explain that.
That's where they slip in all kinds of stuff that no one ever gets a chance to read and all this kind of stuff. This is how you think Ilhan Omar got away with that garbage, okay? Because no one reads the bills. And if they do know what's in it, they are complicit. Okay.
Oh my God.
The Medicare fraud and all that kind of stuff, it's not just in Minnesota.
Oh, the Medicare fraud is
It's not
all
just
over.
Medicare fraud, man. It's welfare fraud. It's
Yep.
healthcare fraud. I mean, it's fraud all the way around, man. Income tax fraud, and the IRS is guilty as hell.
But
Okay.
as you said, that's partly because our government has all these programs and they're getting taken advantage of, and they should slash half of them.
They are designed to get taken advantage of. See, our government is in cahoots, brother. We got crooked politicians, in case you didn't know.
These programs are designed to be taken advantage of.
It sounds good, but see, you know what? Government dependency, government help breeds government dependency. All right.
Yeah.
You need to be able to stand up on your own 2 feet. You're in the greatest country in the history of mankind. If you can't make it here, you can't make it nowhere.
And then the other discussion was about lobbyists, and they said that lobbyists cause all sorts of trouble trying to get people votes for certain bills or whatever.
All they
Paid
got
fortune.
Ecclesiastes 10:19 says this: money answers all things.
That's what the guy said last night. They said just follow the money. They said the lobbyists are paid.
Ecclesiastes 10:19. If you start at Genesis and read through the Revelation, you'll find it. Okay.
Wow. Okay. So this pork barreling and the lobbyists, this is all, yeah. Okay. You got me. It is riddled with corruption. That just makes me sick. That makes me absolutely sick.
Mm-hmm.
The Lindsey Graham situation people asked about.
Mm-hmm.
I believe his wife is taking over for him. Do you believe that she has a chance to be selected during the midterms?
That's exactly what just happened. She just got selected. See, that shouldn't be the case, man. Just because
it shouldn't have just gone
his
to her.
wife. Just because she's his wife.
That's what I wondered. Yeah. How did she get it?
How? No.
Oh, okay.
And see, we as the people are just sitting back and accepting this stuff. Well, that's government. No, the government is supposed to be accountable to us.
Okay, because that didn't make sense to me when they said that.
But it sounds good.
So they just gave it to her. I mean, there was no election or anything. They just said, okay, it's his wife. We'll give it to her, and then we'll have the midterm election. So you're saying that in reality, there should have been an election, or someone should have been named to take over for a spot?
Actually, no. When he passed away, that spot should remain open.
Oh, it remains open.
Yes, until somebody gets elected, not selected.
So it would have been until the midterms. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And
that's just my own personal opinion.
So then, why did they give it to his wife?
Because they can.
So they just could have called me up and said, "Hey, Steve, you want to be the senator of South Carolina?" Sure, I'll come down there. They can just say, "Hey, it's his wife."
That's the selection process. Okay,
that is unbelievable. I didn't see when they said that. I didn't know it, but that made no sense.
I mean, what qualifies her? Nobody
my
voted
point.
for her.
That was my point. I didn't get it. I did not get it. Okay. So this is probably off base, but I'll ask it. Crypto legislation is apparently moving. And why and who is in that space that is protecting that bill, and who isn't? Like, why is crypto being discussed, and why are they legislating it? Are they doing it because it's becoming so popular and they're trying to put some guardrails around it, or are they obviously trying to take advantage of it?
Well,
I don't understand it. That's my
they
thing.
want to regulate everything.
Okay. All right.
Crypto,
That makes sense.
coupons, all these kinds of things. These are all just different forms of the medium of exchange. Okay?
Right. Exactly. Okay.
You think how many people use coupons? Nobody's trying to regulate that, right? I wonder why. Huh? But then you take this crypto, all right? What is it? Can you grab it? Can you hold it?
It's not tangible. No.
And see, this is what I'm saying. So just like you got a lot today, poof, it's gone tomorrow. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Unlike cash. Cash is king, brother.
I agree wholeheartedly, and I think
we need to just put the kibosh on all this stuff.
It drives me nuts because people, I think I've said this to you, undervalue money because all they see is numbers on a computer, ATM, whatever. If they had the tangible cash, I think they would have more of a sense of value of money, in my opinion. But if they just see numbers, it's like monopoly money to them. I think.
Well, yeah, this is very true, man, and this is by design. Donald Trump,
it
is in place, one, to make everything real,
right?
To make everything real. But you got so many shysters out there, man. It's just unbelievable, man. Like, you look back in history, see, a person that forgets the past is destined to repeat it.
Yes, I know that one.
So you look, go way back to 1921. Okay, when the stock market crashed, when the Depression entered, and all this kind of stuff. A lot of people have no idea what that meant. Okay, and then not only that, but then you got the crisis of 2008, 2009. You remember the dot-com bust, all these different things, the real estate things, and Fannie and Freddie. See, we have got to stop letting 100 people in the kitchen. All right. We got
that's what
many chiefs and not enough Indians, brother.
That's 100% true. That's what it's
when you get all these people together and they all thinking this way and that way and all that kind of stuff, nothing gets accomplished. This is why you got these bills with all this waste and abuse in them, already built in. All right.
No, I completely understand that.
This is where we as a people have got to rein our government in.
This was also asked by somebody, I believe, in your area. Rob, you've mentioned Americans are underinsured for the most part and know it. Do you believe it? And I know you've said this, to be a money problem, or do you think it's like a psychological problem that people don't just?
Actually, it's a psychological problem.
So he wants.
Because if you want it, you're gonna find a way to make it happen.
Right.
Right.
Okay.
See, what a lot of people don't realize is that sacrifice them 200 channels on that TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sacrifice that. See, sacrifice is not losing. Sacrifice is
No.
giving up something of a lower nature to receive something of a higher nature. Right now, we want to be entertained right into the poorhouse.
Right. And that was the other thing, asking about why do you believe, and this is your personal opinion, Americans are so fixated on, the TikTok and the Instagram and the instant gratification, as opposed to what you said about sacrifice and preparing for tomorrow, preparing for the future. They want it now.
They've been groomed that way. Back at the end of World War II, when the United States of America became the world's supreme manufacturer, okay, companies not only realized that the rest of the world was decimated, how they're going to sell stuff over there. So what they did was they constructed a socio-economic scale here in America. All right. And so not only did they have to produce goods, but they also had to produce customers, consumers. And how did they go about doing that? They started with advertising. Okay. Like I
Right.
said earlier, people only do things for one or two reasons. Any commercial you see is either to experience pleasure or to avoid pain. All right. Your emotions get hijacked if you
No,
sit.
they do. You're
sit-
100% right. They do.
You walk into Walmart. Why do you think they put the Fruity Pebbles on the floor? Right? And so the kids can say, "Mommy, mommy, mommy, mommy." Yeah, all this kind of stuff, right? You know, I mean, it's wild. You look at all these different commercials about alcohol and travel and all this kind of stuff, man. You got these new cars and all this kind of stuff. See, what the world knows that America doesn't seem to know is that America is the best marketplace on the planet. Because Americans buy everything.
We buy it all.
They
We'll
buy
buy ice from the Eskimos.
made in America. I don't know if you remember this, but quality goes in before the name goes on.
Yes, I
You
do.
remember that? You
I
do.
do.
Well, yeah, I
Yes.
it was a little bit before your time, brother.
It is, but I distinctly remember that.
I'm going to submit to you this right here. What the rest of the world understands that Americans don't is that when quantity demand is satiated, quality demand kicks in. Why you go from a Toyota to a Lexus? A Lexus is a Toyota, you know that, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
Acura is a Honda.
Yeah, no, I know. It's insane. It's insane.
It's the same car with a different price tag on it. Like I give you an
Because
example.
of the name.
And got this nice young lad just graduated from UConn. He's feeling good and all that kind of good stuff, man. He gets this new position and he goes in on the entry level and he goes out and he buys him 5 $200 suits. All right. And he's looking good. He's looking sharp. All right. He's in there and he's doing, and they're so impressed with him that after that first year, they bump him up a couple of positions. So now he wants to reward himself.
Yeah.
So he goes out and he don't buy no $200 suits.
No.
He goes and he buys $500 suits now.
Ah, we got to get the $500.
Yeah, he gonna put away that Chevy, and he's gonna get him a Lexus.
Yeah, I've always wanted a Lexus. Why not?
Yeah. I mean, he's getting like, that's it. I mean, when quantity demand is satiated, quality demand kicks in. So what do? They just buy the same things at a higher cost. Like, what's the difference between a Timex and a Rolex?
You're right. I mean,
Status, bro. You know what status is, right? Still too arrogant to understand success. Status.
Oh, I gotta write that one down. Still too arrogant to understand success.
Yes. Yes.
That is a good one.
Well, I mean, you think about it. I mean,
That's
it just befuddles me, man. You know, people they do everything and all this kind of stuff to feel good right now.
Yes, it's that instant gratification.
Nobody's looking at tomorrow.
No, nobody plans for tomorrow.
Well, life is short. Eat dessert first. That is the stupidest statement I ever heard. You need some beans, boy.
All right, we'll be right back, and then I have some questions. We'll finish up. Down south, we have Julius Williams, Jordan Harris, and the rest of the team of the Trench Mob. They train offensive and defensive linemen. They compete in 5v5 tournaments and college showcase camps all across the country. They have sent kids to schools like Florida, Florida State, Miami, Clemson, Tennessee, Georgia, Alabama, just to name a few. They have sent the highest percentage of kids who work with them to Division I schools on scholarship. To work with the best, go to trenchmobfootball.com. Ned Von Young runs the Fresh Fold Laundry Company in Chapel Hill, North Carolina, a high-end laundry service. You book online, put your laundry out in a clear plastic bag. They pick it up, wash, dry, and fold it for you in 48 hours. They also offer an expedited service if you need that as well. They have an online subscription model, weekly or bi-weekly, where you can get your laundry done that way. They offer deals for college students. So if you want your laundry done, you can do it in your own dorm. They have a pickup and now a delivery service. So you can have your laundry done without leaving the comfort of your own home or dorm room. To sign up, go to their website, my-freshfold.com. All right, we are back. This question was asked, and I was surprised, but it's probably true. Insurance is one of the most regulated businesses in America. Does regulation protect the customer or the incumbent? Is insurance really one of the most regulated businesses in America?
Oh yes, but then we live in a regulation nation, brother.
No, I know that. I mean,
but yes, insurance is heavily regulated, man.
Wow.
Okay. The problem is that it falls on each individual insurance person to hold themselves accountable. You got to hold yourself to a higher standard. See, what a lot of people don't understand is that how you do anything is how you do everything. Okay.
That's very true. Yeah.
Okay. So you need to be above board and transparent with your clients, man. I've ran across some situations, man, where people have been duped, you know, and the justification is, well, if somebody dies, they're not gonna turn down the check. I said, well, what if they live?
Yeah.
I mean, you're gonna get duped out of this. I mean, it's just rampant, man. See,
the
way to combat that is transparency.
I had no idea. I had no idea it was like that.
It is. I mean, because you have a lot of starving insurance agents out there. Okay.
I mean, are there is it flooded with insurance agents? I mean, is there a lot of them?
Yes.
Too many?
No, there's not too many, but the turnover in the insurance industry is very high.
Oh, really?
I mean, they're churning and burning agents all the time, man.
So agents get burned out, or they just don't want to do the job and they move
No,
on.
it's not so much they don't want to do the job, is that they can't eat. Because everything you 100% commission, brother.
Yeah, you're 1099. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah.
And then another person asked, estate and inheritance taxes come up every cycle. Does policy uncertainty change what people do with their money?
No, actually, what changes what people do with their money is they have been this drilling down of consumer-driven economy. Okay.
Oh,
I mean, in my book, man, I got a chapter on that talks about the dumbing down of the nation. It's not called that, but what they did was they built this socioeconomic scale, and they said, well, you need a Rolex, you need a Corvette, I mean, it makes you feel good, makes you look good, and all that kind of stuff, man. The girls will be all over you when you wear this stuff, all these different things, man. And it's just designed for one reason and one reason only: to get you to spend that money. Like, you hear a lot of times people talking about, well, you save $25 or $250 a year on it. You're not saving nothing. You're not saving nothing. It's just getting you more stuff. That's it. You just getting more stuff. I mean, if you were saving money, you could see it.
Exactly. Yes, it'd be tangible.
Where's the savings at? They say that all the time. This is what I talk about. The level of deception is unbelievable.
But I mean, it's the level of deception and the combination of having the ignorance with it.
Well, that's what makes the deception so prevalent. Is ignorance.
Because people are ignorant. Yes.
Remember, I told you one way that I found to get to the truth. That this sounds good compared to what? It's just that simple, brother. The beauty of genius is simplicity. You don't have to listen to them talking all this stuff and spouting all this garbage, man. It's very simple. Yes or no. Either you are or you ain't.
That's all it is. Yeah.
It's just that simple. They want to sit up and have all these meetings after meetings and all about all this different stuff, man, when it all boils down to one thing: either it's good or it's bad. Period. End of conversation.
Social Security and Medicare debates. How much of retirement planning is now hedging on Washington, because they seem to be changing both of these on a daily basis?
This is what a lot of people need to understand. Okay. And that is simply this: you are your best option. Period.
Right.
A portion of all that you earn is yours to keep. You need to position yourself to where those dollars start working for you as opposed to you working for them. All right. And that's the presentation that I didn't get uploaded, but I guess I have to send it to you, or we have to share my screen.
Yeah, we'll put it up. Yes.
It's going to take us
it talks about how you can make your money work for you, and you make, the portion of the money is yours to keep. You don't have to spend all of it.
No, you don't have to, but we do.
We do.
I submit to people, look, for the next 30 days, write down every dime you spend.
Yes.
Write down every dime you spend, and then you'll see where your money is going and why you need to put the kibosh on that. All right.
Well,
you remember my coined phrase, firm grip on an empty bag.
Oh, I love that. But you have noticed I don't drink the Starbucks anymore.
Well, I mean,
You got me out of that.
Well, I like Starbucks, but I ain't
love
gonna
it
pay
too.
for it. I ain't
love
gonna
it
pay
too.
for it. I mean, every now and every blue moon, or something like that. But
Yeah.
Man, $5 for a cup of coffee? Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
It's
Man,
ridiculous.
I can go buy me some coffee, creamer, and all that kind of stuff for $4.
Absolutely.
And make my own and put as much sugar as I want to in it.
So this is big, but healthcare costs are the number one driver of family financial collapse. Rob, where does that leave your industry? And I know you don't do I mean, you do some health insurance.
There are ways, like when I talk about having those dollars work for you,
right?
Okay, you can reposition into different tools that will take care of your long-term care.
Oh, right.
You can reposition, and that's in this presentation that I've got coming up. I might have to shorten it up, or maybe that I don't know.
Oh, you can do that. Yeah, if you cut it into two parts.
Yeah,
then we can upload it into two parts.
I think I might have to do. I'll make a part 1 and part 2. I'll cut it in half, or even 3 pieces.
Yeah, we can do that.
It's pretty in depth, and we'll have to do that. That'll be good. I'll break that down. I'm gonna be out of state.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Where are you headed?
I got to run down south, brother.
Oh, good.
Past the Mason Dixon line. I had I have one of my cousins. He departed this vein.
Oh, I'm sorry. Gee, I didn't know that.
It's not about sorry, brother.
I know.
Listen to me. Everything that has ever lived has got to die.
You told me that. Yes.
Yes. So we celebrate the life.
You celebrate the life. Yes.
Yes. We celebrate the life. We don't let him. He's not dead.
No.
Just transition.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct. Yeah. And I mean,
the only reason why you have that body that you have right now is so you can move around on this planet.
Yeah. It's your soul that lives on.
Yes, most definitely. But you are a spirit. You are a spirit that has a soul, and you live inside of that body.
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is the last question. I saved this for last because I thought it was funny. This was asked by my guy at the kid at UConn who wants to get into insurance. He graduated this past year. He says, Rob, if you had 1 minute with a member of Congress, what would you say or what would you ask for?
Well, actually, the first thing I would ask for is let me pick that person that I want to be with. That would be the first thing.
Okay, you can pick you pick the Congress.
Whoever I want, whoever I want.
You can be whoever you want. Yeah, you get to be with everyone.
I met a congressman from Ohio. His name is Bob McEwen.
Okay.
He served 2 terms and he left. That's like they're supposed to do.
Yeah, exactly.
But I had a very, very deep conversation with this man. I mean, he enlightened me on a lot of things, man. That it's from him, from his direction, where I got the Body of the Psychopolitic by Benjamin Disraeli.
So he got it. Like you felt that he
explained a lot of things to me about the politics and all that kind of stuff, man. See, because politics is the science of government. All right. When you start taking politics and business and politics and everywhere else, see, you got it all jacked up. It's all jacked up.
Yeah.
Politics is the science of government, period. But then people use it all interchangeably, like it fits everywhere. It does not.
No.
This is where the miscommunication gets in. When they tell you that up is down and down is up, left is right and right is left, you're not a man, you're a man trapped in a woman's body, all these kinds of things. I mean,
Yeah.
it's meant to destroy.
And the distractions that are going on. But so who would be the member of Congress if you got to speak with? Who would you choose?
Well, right now, it would have to be Louisiana. What's his name?
He's a congressman in Louisiana.
Yeah. Why is his name escaping me right now? But anyway, Louisiana congressman. Dang, what is his name? I don't know why it's escaping me. But he would be one.
Okay.
I would have to.
Come on, you got to go with Chuck Schumer too. You got to
No, there's nothing I want to say to Chuck Schumer because everything that comes out of his mouth is a lie.
I know. I hate him. I hate him so much.
Well, it's not so much that you gotta hate him. You know,
He's been there 40 years.
no, he's been selected for 40 years.
I know.
Yeah.
It blows my mind. Go away.
It does not blow your mind, brother. That
I know.
this goes on because we let it.
Yeah, we allow it.
That's it.
We
I mean,
allow it.
not saying nothing is complicit.
It is 100%. You're part of the problem.
Not doing nothing is complicit. You're complicit.
You don't have to do anything to be stupid.
Nothing. Sit there. It'll jump all over you, brother.
So, hypothetically, if you did run into Chuck Schumer, you wouldn't have anything to say to him.
No, treason.
Yeah, he is treason. Okay, so
Treason. That's it. You should be in jail, brother.
So the Louisiana
Senator.
congressional people, the representatives,
Why?
Julia Letlau, Mike Johnson, Troy Carter, Cleo Fields, Steve Scalise, Clay Higgins. Any of those names sound familiar?
Yeah. Steve Scalise. I remember he got shot.
Okay, those are who are in right now in the Senate.
No. The Louisiana. What is his name? And I listen to him all the time. Pull up Louisiana senators.
It's Bill Cassidy and John Kennedy.
No.
Could it be a legislator?
No, they're all legislators supposedly, but what is
Wow, yeah,
I don't believe.
there's a lot on here for the legislators.
Yeah.
Okay, but it would be one of the Louisiana congressmen
Yes.
that if you had 30 minutes to meet with. And what would you have to say to the guy?
I would say when are you guys going to start holding these crooks accountable?
So you think it's the Louisiana people that need to hold people accountable?
Nationwide, brother.
Wow. Okay. Wow. Okay.
Louisiana congressman.
Okay. Yeah, I was just curious of who it would be. I saved it for the end because I thought it was hilarious that he asked that.
Louisiana senator.
Oh, and he also asked about age limits, if you think there should be age limits for elected officials.
No.
Okay.
But I think that they need to have some age before they get in there. I mean, you don't want to put a youngster in there.
Yeah, simply
because of the fact that they just have not lived long enough.
Like they have been. Yeah. Okay. All right.
As far as age is concerned, I think term limits would fix all of that.
The term limits have to be 100%. And then the voter ID.
Yeah.
Um,
And
Now,
enforcement. That's
But-
what it needs to happen.
right, but it still hasn't been voted on, correct?
Correct.
Okay, and I know that Congress is off for the next 5 weeks or whatever.
No, they blocking that, man. They got to.
So that's not gonna. It's not gonna be ready for the midterms.
It should be ready for the midterms, man. But we got so many crooks in there right now, man, and
they're trying to stop it.
They're on both sides of the aisle. Why do you think they want to stop it? All right.
Well,
Think about it. Why do you think they want to stop it?
Because
Why do you think that they changed everything as far as the education system goes? Okay. Why do you think they don't teach civics anymore? All this kind of
they
stuff.
don't teach civics?
No.
Oh God.
Why do you think they changed Schoolhouse Rock with SpongeBob SquarePants?
That I know, and that drove me nuts. I can't get over that.
Because they want some useful idiots. Did you ever check out that book that I suggested to you?
What was it called again?
Rules for Radicals.
Oh, no, I did not.
You need to take a deep dive into that, because if you don't know what the enemy's doing, how you gonna know when he's coming?
Rules for Radicals. Okay.
Yes, by Saul Alinsky. And
yes, you did tell me about that. Okay.
First page of the book, man, he dedicates everything to Satan.
Oh,
Yes.
jeez.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a little too. That's wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So that is that's scary. So
This is what the Democrats are following.
So the voter ID thing, it's not going to get passed. By the midterms. You don't believe.
I want it to. I'm
right.
with
Of
all
course.
my but see, passing it is not going to be enough.
Yes, it has to be enforced.
It has to be strictly enforced. And see, what's going to happen is that all these crooks that are around here walking around now, man, they need to be held accountable for everything that they've done.
Okay. Our friend Evan, he is asking, Rob, what would you like one person, everyone who's listening to the show, to do in the next 24 hours? What is one thing they could do in the next 24 hours to benefit them?
Make a decision. To stop being manipulated and start thinking on your own. See, your mind will give you answers, but you got to give it something to work with. Okay? You got to give it something to work with. You got to read and study to show thyself approved, rightly dividing the truth from the lie.
Jesus. Right? Yeah.
Okay. Seek and ye shall find.
Yeah, which isn't happening. Okay.
No. People are just having all this garbage dumped on them, and they're accepting.
The transcription scrambled it.
Right. No, and that's ridiculous. But wow, great stuff. Great information. We'll get your presentation up next time. Thank you for answering all the questions.
That's a beautiful thing. Yes.
I mean, people were just throwing them out there. I was confused on a couple of them, but you said they were right. So
when you read somebody else's mail, you're gonna always be confused.
Yeah, I was confused on a couple of them. I didn't know insurance was that regulated. That's what kind of surprised me.
Well, there is nothing in this country that isn't.
Yeah, that when you put it that way, yes, 100%. Everything.
This is what the bureaucrats do.
Yes, that's
They want to sit
100%.
back and make all the different hurdles for you to jump over. Just like, you remember, mentioned in a previous segment that you can cut hair, man. You used to be able to put a sign out in your front yard and say haircuts, you know. Then some bureaucrat came along and said, well, no, you can't do that. You got to have hot and cold running water. You got to have a fire extinguisher every 20 feet. You know, you got to have 3 exits. You know, you got,
exactly. All that.
And I said, well, I might as well just go back to W-2. But then you look at all of the foreigners that come over here. What do? They're not looking for no job. They start businesses. You look at who
they do. Yeah, they do. They scam
Subways, all these different Dunkin' Donuts and all this kind of stuff. Who's back there behind the counter? Think about it.
Yeah, no, I see it all the time.
They come over here and they start businesses. Why? Yeah. Because Americans done lost it. This is the land of opportunity.
Yeah,
everybody knows exists except Americans.
They get so many breaks and opportunities. If they want to start a business, they get everything handed to them on a silver platter. It blows my mind. And then the Lindsey Graham thing, that also shocked me, that they just handed it to his wife on a silver platter. That's not normal. You said the seat would normally remain unopened. It would be unseated until the midterms. And they just gave it to her.
Well, I mean, I'm fully aligned with Donald Trump.
Okay? Yes. Yeah.
I'm fully aligned with him, and so he's working with what he's been given.
Yeah, I agree. I was just surprised.
So that I mean, she's a placeholder right now.
Right. So, until the midterms.
An election. And there's got to be an election, a real election.
Yes. Okay. And then the crypto thing, the crypto legislation, that also surprised me. But you had said, crypto, it's not tangible. It's nothing you can put your hands on. They're trying to regulate it like they regulate everything. So that makes sense. Okay. All right. We will make sure to put the link to your book up. I have your video, and we will I put up some more of your clips. I will get the clips made for this and put that up as well. So thank you, Rob Hill, R Hill Enterprises Inc. Email him at Rob with 2 B's at R Hill Enterprises Inc. That will be in the show notes as well.
And I'm all over all the social media too.
Yeah, you can DM him on Instagram, you LinkedIn, Facebook, whatever. He's everywhere. And we are going to put a link to the book. Please purchase his book. It is going to be eye-opening. And he also has other books up there as well, which I saw, which are definitely worth looking into and reading, because Rob is a phenomenal writer. But that's, as I said, he is he's an accomplished author. He is a dynamic public speaker. He is a minister, a life insurance mastermind expert, and he's a card-carrying member, as you just saw. He pulls people's heads out of the sand, and he opens their eyes to see reality, and that is much needed. So thank you, Rob, and we will get this up. Steve Cully, best podcast host in the universe. Remember, when life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Take 2 oranges, throw them back at life.